Major funding for this afternoon's programming is provided by the Helena Rubinstein Foundation, a longtime supporter of outstanding children's television.
Gene, I saw you could drive a movie on Saturday night.
Oh, really?
What are you doing in a double-decker bus?
I like to sit in the balcony.
Oh, that explains it. Hi, welcome to Sneaky Peeks, the show that takes a calculated look at the cinema, carefully combing the celluloid for math in the movies. I'm Ross Sherbert.
And I'm Gene Sisboom-Ba. This week, we take a sneaky peek at a thrilling adventure story set in New York City.
Ooh, does this have anything to do with getting a cab at 5th and 57th on a rainy Friday afternoon?
No, it's called Gorillas in Our Midst.
Well, I know about this one. Gorillas are rampaging through the city, right? Creating terror and havoc wherever they go.
Well, not exactly. Let's take a sneaky peek.
This just in. More gorilla sightings. 17 people report that they've seen gorillas in Midtown. There's panic in the streets. Ever since early morning, gorillas have been roaming all over town, swinging from street lamp to street lamp, panhandling passers-by for spare bananas. Local citizens have been running for their lives. We haven't seen this much shock and alarm since singer Wayne Newton announced his free concert in Central Park.
Yeah, I seen one of them gorillas. Big old hairy guy. Loud, about 6 feet tall, 500 pounds. Oh, poor posture. Kind of reminded me of my Uncle Lou. Whoa.
This map of the city will give you an idea of the enormity of the problem. 12 people reported that they saw gorillas here. 15 people saw them here. 17 here. As you can see, there have been sightings in a number of different places for a mind-boggling total of 132 sightings. 132 gorillas. Who sent them here? What do they want? Can our urban civilization survive? Oh, the humanity, ladies and gentlemen, the humanity!
Just a minute, get out of my way. Leave me alone, I got something to say here.
Now, see here, ma'am, you're interfering with very important news. Who do you think you are?
I don't think I know. I am Diane Fossil, world's greatest authority on gorillas. I was next door taping a segment of Lifestyles of the Large and Awesome, and I couldn't help hearing some of the horrible comments you were making about gorillas.
Well, what do you mean? Those big apes are causing pandemonium out there.
Oh, nonsense. Sure, gorillas are big and all, but they're gentle souls, peaceful vegetarians. They wouldn't harm a tsetse fly, unless the fly started it.
But there's so many of them. Just look at this map. The numbers add up to 132.
Oh, I see your numbers all right, but it seems kind of fishy to me. I'm an expert on fish, too. Where are these figures coming from anyway?
We set up a special hotline. 555, oh my gosh. People spot a gorilla, they call us.
Yeah, well, I want to have a chat with some of your operators. I think you got some holes in your data, pal. Let me borrow this map for a while.
You will not?
Give it to me.
I will not.
Please give me the map.
Very well, Dr. Fossil, but let me warn you. Do not attempt to impede the reporting efforts of this great media institution.
Yeah.
In other words, don't mess with the press.
From what I can see on that map, they've added the numbers correctly.
Yeah, but 132 gorillas. Doesn't that sound like a lot for New York City?
Obviously, you haven't been there lately.
Well, let's take a look at another clip a little later in Gorillas in Our Midst.
And with these latest calls, we know that there are now 153 gorillas in our midst, menacing our once fair city. I can't help but make this personal observation. In all my years as an anchorman, I've never been so scared. No! Somebody, butterballs, Dr. Fossil. Have you lost your mind? We're on the air. Security! Security!
It's okay. He signed in.
What do you think you're doing?
This is Herman, the gorilla you dreamed.
What are you talking about?
Well, I got to chatting with some of the operators on your gorilla hotline, 555 oh my gosh, and I asked some questions you clearly didn't think to ask.
Such as?
Well, technically, there was nothing wrong with the data you were collecting. It's the way you were analyzing it. Isn't that right, Herman? For instance, you counted a different gorilla for every sighting.
So?
So sometimes there were 5 people standing on a corner who saw the same gorilla. And you reported that as 5 different gorillas, not one. Wrong.
Big deal.
And another thing, some of the sightings were only a block or 2 apart. So I figured, chances are, those people were seeing the same gorilla too, not several different ones. And then I asked the crucial question. What's the time?
Oh, about 3:15.
No. What time were the sightings? Your operators had logged the times of the call, but they weren't noted on your map. Herman, would you put the map up, please? There's a good primate. Thanks, Herman. Now, I got the times of the sightings and wrote them down on the map next to the numbers of the sightings. Look, 10:27, 10:35, 10:41, 10:58.
So what good is that gonna do?
Oh, calm down. Even Herman has better manners than you. I decided to connect the sightings in chronological order. Ready, Herman? Watch this. Attaboy, Herman. Show him where I went. That's a good primate. Look here, a path, see? Kind of snaking around, but a path nonetheless. I took it up to the most recent sighting, and there I found my friend Herman. His cage had been left unlocked at the zoo. Yeah, he got out and he got lost. He was schlepping all over trying to find his way back. Herman was the only ape ambling about the Big Apple.
Preposterous. There are more than 150 gorillas out there.
Nope. There's more than 150 people who saw a gorilla. One gorilla. Herman.
Are you sure?
I checked with the hotline. There hasn't been a single sighting since I found him.
No more calls? Well, I guess you're right. It must have been Herman all along. I just got a little overly panicky. Sort of made a monkey out of myself. Oh, no. War boy, down, heel. Good gorilla. Oh, sorry.
Behind the ear.
Behind the ear.
Not hit me.
Okay.
I was just kidding.
Wow! This flick is a great example of making sure you understand what your data really represent. Plain old common sense.
Now that's entertainment.
And math.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I give gorillas in our midst a score of 8.5.
And I give it a 9.1.
That's an average of 8.8. Good score.
Be sure to join us next week when we'll bring a sneaky peek of the latest film by Italian director Donatella Rigatoni. It's the heartwarming story of a Sicilian immigrant who ekes out a living making balloon animals.
It's called Blow Up. See you then.
Are you absolutely certain?
For the last time, he's an actor. He can't really fly. It's all done with special effects.
But he does really have X-ray vision.
Square One TV presents You Call the Angle. Here's skateboard champion Sean Miller with a new angle on some simple mathematics. Well, Sean uses math a little differently than we do. In each of these tricks, Sean's skateboard describes half turns called 180s, full turns called 360s, or turns and a half, which are 540s. Is this turn a 180, a 360, or a 540? You call the angle. Now, here's a clue. You were right. Sean did a 180. There are 180 degrees in a half turn.
Think about that.
Nobody's in. I said nobody's in. No. You don't have to call back later when somebody's in. That's the name of the hotel. Nobody's in. I-N-N. Yes, that's right. You're speaking to the proprietor, Mr. Nobody. No, I don't suffer from low self-esteem. That's my name. Look, do you want a room or not? A double on the night of the 16th. Very good. Yes. What? Oh, yes. We keep the place very clean. I assure you we change the sheets every day. From bed to bed. Ooh, time for that nap. No!
Oh, dear, are you all right?
Yes, Jane. Lovebird of my life, nectar of my existence. Just a few crushed vertebrae, nothing serious.
That's the third time you tripped on those steps this week. It's time to replace that ratty old carpeting.
Oh, excellent idea, my pet.
There's a sale on at Randy's Rugs. I'll go into town and buy some. If you'll measure the steps and tell me how long a carpet we'll need.
Yes, fine, dear. Just as soon as I change the sheets.
Please measure them now, dear.
But the sheets,
Cyril, it won't take a minute.
Yes.
All you have to
No. I know how to measure steps, Jane. What did I do to deserve this?
What?
I said anything to serve my fair dear miss.
That's what I thought you said, dear. The tape measure's over there. I'll be back in a minute.
I could have stayed on the bomb squad, but no, I wanted a life of danger, so I took over the family inn. Good. Now, what's the best way to do this? That way. Yes. Lovely outfit. Now, let's see. I can start at the top and work my way down, or I can start at the bottom and work my way up. Doesn't matter which. I'll start at the top. Oh! Ooh, you little devil, you. All right, now. Let's see. Rats! Could somebody get that, please? Do I have to do everything around here myself? Yes. The answer's yes. Of course. Go! Nobody's in?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll call back later.
What? No, wait.
Nobody, have you finished yet?
Working on it, my dove. Working on it. Go! Little devil, you. No! All right. Let's see. The top riser is 8 inches high, and the step is 13 inches deep.
Monsieur Nobody!
Go away.
But Monsieur Nobody, it is très important that I speak to you. Please come down here tout de suite.
Yes. Here I come. What is it?
C'est moi, Antoine de Bonbon, world-famous French chef.
I know.
A legend in my own lunchtime.
Right.
Monsieur Nobody, what is it you are doing?
Measuring.
And you do not consult with me? Zut alors! World-famous French chefs are experts at measuring. Measurement is my life. Eh bien, how many tablespoons do you need, huh?
Not that kind of measuring. Feet, inches.
Your feet itches? Oh, all you have to do is use some towel.
No, you half-baked cook. My feet don't itch. Feet, inches, feet. I have to measure each one of these steps.
Oh, why don't you say so? And why don't you measure just one and then multiply by the total number of steps? Each one is identical, oui?
Identical, Antoine. Each step is a little bit different. You see, it's a very old staircase. It's been in my family since 1817.
Monsieur Nobody, I almost forgot what I wanted to tell you.
What?
You must settle on the menu for next week's banquet.
Yes. Later, Antoine. Later.
Because if you are going to have snails, you'd better order them today. You know how slow they are. Au revoir, monsieur.
A demi-tasse cup would fit over his head like a sunbonnet.
I'm ready to go into town, Cyril.
Yes.
What are those measurements?
Right, well, let's see. The top step is 8 inches high and 13 inches deep.
I see.
That's as far as I've got.
Cyril, what have you been doing?
Well, the phone and Antoine.
I've been trying to tell you, Cyril, there's an easier way.
Oh.
All you have to do is...
Yes.
Oh, I forgot my purse. Back in a flash.
Could you have to... Right. Yes, good. Yes. Dinner's at 7. Fine. Oh, yes, good catch. Good. Cheerful looking fellow, yes. Delicious. Yes.
What do you think?
Yes. Right. On a leash, will you? Yes. Excellent. Good. Go. Get out. Go. All right. Now, see, 8 inches high.
Oh, no, gal, hey, no, gal, hey, from the Rio Grande. I give up.
Say honey, sugar.
Sugar, honey. All right.
Get one of you in postcard. What do you want? The name C.D. Riveted Noisy.
And I am Mrs. C.D. Riveted Noisy.
Well, you certainly are. What do you want? We'd like a wake-up call at 3 a.m. Yep.
All right.
What?
Can't you hear? There is going to be a total eclipse of the moon, and we're just dying to see it.
Now, look here, you two. If you think I'm going to raise myself from a sound sleep to wake you two at 3 a.m., well, you're out of your minds! Ah, yes, my parakeet of paradise. I was just telling this marvelous couple there's nothing like getting up at the crack of dawn. Even earlier, if possible.
I'm sure. Don't be rude to the guest, Cyril. He'll be delighted to wake you at 3 a.m.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. No one's going to get any sleep with those two here anyway. It's like having a couple of anti-aircraft guns as guests.
I beg your pardon, Cyril?
Oh, I was just saying it'll be nice to get some rest, Buttercup, so I'll be nice and fresh for the noisies at 3.
Now, nobody, for those measurements.
Yes. Well, I keep getting interrupted, darling. I mean, I started at the top step, and I was working my way down.
Nobody.
Yes, my precious moon calf.
You don't have to measure them that way, dear. That takes much too long.
Oh, really? I hadn't noticed.
Look. The amount of carpet we need for the steps is the same as the distance from the bottom step to the wall, plus the height from the floor to the top step. 2 simple measurements, dear.
I don't quite follow, sweetness.
Don't you see? The height from the floor to the top step is the same as the height of each of the risers combined. And the distance from the wall to the bottom step is the same as the depths of each of the steps combined.
Oh, that does make sense.
Go for it, dear.
Immediately. Thank you, darling. 90 inches. 64 inches. 154 inches in all.
That's 12 feet, 10 inches. I'll buy 13 feet of carpet. See how easy?
Yes. Yeah, well, if your way was nice and easy, but did you get any exercise out of it? No. You see, my way got me some excellent aerobic exercise, so there.
Yes, Cyril. Now, while I'm gone, would you please change those sheets? Honestly, sometimes I don't know what you do around here all day.
Right. Go! Yes. Nobody's in. I said nobody's in. What do you mean, then, who's answering the phone, then? It's me. Nobody. But... All right. You win. Have it your way. I think I'm going to make this the first hotel with an unlisted phone number. Go!
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Monday, 9:43 a.m., and food had gotten so expensive in New York City that people no longer ate their lunch in restaurants. Instead, they brown bagged it at their desks. They didn't eat food at their desks, just brown bags. My partner is George Franklin. The boss is Joe Greco. My name is Tuesday. I'm a mathematician.
Pat, I gotta tell you, I feel really silly.
You look adorable.
I feel like I ought to say trick or treat.
Mathnetters, we're ready for you. Follow me.
Hey, how's my hair, huh? Sweetheart, come do my... No, we don't have time?
On
Great,
in
okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Whoa! Hey, we're back, by golly, and doggone glad you stayed with us. You know, my next guests are with Mathnet. Is that right, Bob? Mathnet? Yes, Mathnet. And by golly, they're here to help promote Math Awareness Week. It's going to be all across these great United States of America of ours and yours, and hey, by golly, yours truly. So how about a big MP Donna Y welcome for Pat Tuesday and George Frankly. Pat, George, come on, get out here. How are you? You look just fine. Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. So then you are mathematicians. That's great. What are they, like dental technicians?
That's very funny, Mr. Donaway, but no, not quite.
Okay, then. Now, according to my researchers, I am supposed to ask you this question. How long do tigers live?
Beg pardon?
Oops. Silly me. Silly moi. This question, of course, is for the Detroit baseball manager. He'll join us just a little bit later. So, tell me, folks, what are you doing on my show?
Well, as you probably know, many young people in this country are falling behind in learning mathematics.
Well, sure. That's just because American kids are plain dumber than kids in other countries, right?
No, of course not.
Well, I don't know. Hey, they sure look dumber than I did, folks.
Believe me, Mr. Donaway, they aren't any dumber than you are. Oh, well, were. I meant dumber than you were.
I was pretty dumb. You know, folks, I was so dumb, I didn't know Columbus discovered Ohio until I was in college.
Mr. Donaway, math is important. Most everyone uses it every day, even if they don't know it.
Well, I don't. I have people on staff who add up my money.
Mathematics isn't just arithmetic, Mr. Donaway.
It isn't?
No, it isn't. There's geometry, probability, combinatorics.
It's used to solve problems.
Well, I'll take your word for it. After all, you both are dental technicians.
Mathematicians. Look, Mr. Donaway, mathematics is the foundation of science and technology.
Well, you've heard of them, haven't you?
I think so.
They influence all aspects of our lives, from health and environment to
financial affairs and national defense. Math is more and more important to our future.
We're not kidding, Mr. Donaway.
Oh, I can see that. Come on here, lighten up a little.
I would just like to say one thing. Wake up to mathematics, America. Your children are at risk.
Okay, that's enough, please. Folks, make welcome now my next guest. He's a man who has just come through an exciting, life-threatening experience in the Bermuda Triangle. Now, of course,
The Bermuda Triangle?
Yes, Mr. Frankly, you've heard of it.
The Bermuda Triangle is a hoax. It's been proven to be a fraud. I mean, anyone with a pittance of a brain and a smidgen of rationality knows that.
Oh, yeah? Well, for your information, I believe in the Bermuda Triangle. And I'm surprised that you don't. After all, it does have a triangle in it, and that's mathematics, isn't it?
Let me ask you something, MP Donaway. What does the MP stand for? Math-phobe?
No, it doesn't. It stands for meat puppet. Now, please, folks, a nice welcome for Captain Philip Francis Bogey Queeg. Bogey, get on out here. You look great. Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable, Captain. I must apologize for this guest's rude outburst.
Yes, well, I'm used to it, Mr. Donaway. There are non-believers out there. But as a man who has just gone through this haunted area of sea, I'm here to tell you it exists. I kid you not.
What proof do you have?
Oh, Captain, perhaps you would like to explain the Devil's Triangle?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Mitch?
This is the Devil's or Bermuda Triangle. And it is an area in which thousands of ships and aircraft have disappeared without a trace for hundreds of years. The triangle is bedeviled.
Captain Queeg, scholars have proven that most of those mysterious disappearances, as you call them, were not mysterious.
Mr. Frankly, please.
Do you know the case of the Sandra Queeg? It's a case you guys often cite.
Oh, yes, of course. The Sandra was a 350-foot tramp steamer.
Wrong. It was a 185-foot vessel.
It was sailing in June of 1950.
Wrong. It sailed on April 5th.
The weather was perfectly clear when the ship sank.
The weather was near hurricane conditions when the ship sank. Queeg, you could put that triangle on any ocean in the world and find as many, if not more, disappearances, and they usually have a rational explanation.
Now, that's enough, Mr. Frankly. Captain Queeg, I understand that you've brought along some film to show us. Why don't we do that now?
Yeah. This is film I took on my last trip in the Bermuda Triangle. And believe me, Mr. Donawhy, it is my last. Those seas were mean, I kid you not.
Your ship looks like a matchbox, Captain. You're very brave.
Yes, I am. Here you see what the seas are capable of. They're whipping my men from pillar to post.
I've always been afraid of water.
I have a healthy respect for it. I haven't bathed since I got back into port.
Well, that would explain it. Whoa, what's that big old thing?
This is hard to believe, I know, but that's a sea monster.
Oh, weren't you scared, speechless?
I can't stand it. There have been 3 different ships in these pictures, and these events supposedly all took place the last time Quig went out. I mean, it could be footage from old horror films.
Oh, hush. What were you doing in the Triangle in the first place?
I was on a quest, looking for the HMS Twain.
The HMS Twain? I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Her. She was a British ship that sunk off Bermuda in 1780. The cargo is thought to be very valuable.
You mean gold and silver and diamonds?
And maybe more.
Boy, oh boy, I'd go for it. How did you find out about this HMS Twain?
A young girl told me about her. She figured out the ship's location, and I agreed to take her there, but...
That's when all those devil things happened to you.
Aye. We located the sunken ship by sonar, but then the devil protected her by sending the demons of nature down on our heads. We were lucky to get back to Bermuda alive.
Wow. This is fascinating stuff. Stay right where you are, because, my golly, we've got to do just a little bit of business here. Now, folks, do you sweat when you get tense? Why not try Pit Be Gone? Take a look. Okay, that's it, frankly. Off my stage. You get off, you show wrecker, you.
With pleasure, meat puppet.
Mathnetters, we have a call for you.
For whom?
Both of you, actually. We can put it on speakerphone. That way, your audience will be able to hear as well.
Hello?
Ms. Tuesday. Mr. Franklin?
Yes? Who is this?
Gertrude Eptide. I was hoping I'd find you still there.
What can we do for you, Ms. Eptide?
Can we have a meeting?
Why?
I was with Captain Quig on his last adventure.
The one he just talked about on the show?
Yes. Miss Tuesday. Mr. Franklin, Captain Quig is a liar.
"100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. This program was made possible by grants from the National Science Foundation, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by the financial support of viewers like you.
Corporate funding of Square One TV is provided by the Intel Corporation Foundation. Intel's technology is the brain power for computers in your life. Intel, the computer inside.
This is PBS.
Gray and chilly day.
Did you ever have